Hello and welcome to another Black Friday 2022 Cyber Monday / I've gone shopping and bought too much video. Hi, I'm Keeonra from Keeonra Music, and I've been doing several videos now on different virtual instruments and plugins that have been on sale. It is pretty much the last day or so, the last hours of some of the sales that are currently on. I believe some of the best sales of the year. I pretty much save up all my little coins from the back of the couch for this occasion. So I'm going to quickly share with you choirs. I'm not going to go through my disclaimer or have chapter markers. I'm not even going to play any, but I will put a link at the end of this video to a choir that I bought in the last year's Black Friday sales. All right, let's head on through and take a look at what is available for us. We start off with, of course, free choirs. So let's take a look. Of course, we are on Spitfire Audio's website and we're looking at Labs. There's a new one, Labs Free Cassette Synth is now available, but we're looking particularly at choir and vocals. And there's the new Labs Free Gaelic choir voices, Micah's choir, which sounds amazing, and Astral Forms, Christmas, Siren Songs, Opia, and of course choir. Now these don't sound too bad. Some of them are, how can I say it? A bit synthesizer-ish. It just seems a bit that way. So, to try it. That's my suggestion. Try it and see how you go. Another place for free choirs is Piano Book. Some of these are a bit eclectic and weird and bizarre and wonderful, so you can check out that one. All the links will be in the description below. Moving along, we then have Fluffy Audio Haunted Choir. Again, it's a free choir plugin. It is based on their Dominus choir, which is quite an expensive one. On sale at the moment though, so we'll have a quick look at their website. But yeah, Haunted Choir, I haven't got that one, but I'm looking forward to downloading that one, so I'll get that one. The next one is Project Sam, the free orchestra. Why am I saying a free orchestra when we're talking choirs? There is a choir included in Project Sam. It is amazing and it sounds really good. For something that is free, it sounds really good. There's lots of information there, and it includes luminous choir, warm and soothing choir swells. It's bizarre. It's weird that they pack in so much for something that is free. I think that is wonderful. Give all of them a go. And look, if you like this sort of video, and I'm coming up to the end of my videos and live streams for the year. So if you want to know what's coming up, like and subscribe, the clicky bits. You know you want to, and ring the cowbell. I love cowbells. There should be more cowbells. I think YouTube should make it a cowbell. Check out my other videos. I get up to all sorts of stuff and make music and talk about music psychology and all sorts of things. Look, do the clicky things and find out more. And I'll be doing another couple of these sales videos, and then I'll be going through my whole shopping bag and trolley of things that I've gotten in the last few days. Don't tell Mr. Keeonra. He's Scottish. He doesn't like to spend money. Anyway, moving on. We've got the free ones. Free. See? Scottish people, they like free. Well, my husband does anyway. I'm generalising. I don't wish to offend any Scottish people. You're all lovely. Maybe it's just my husband. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Okay. After the free orchestra Project Sam, we want to go to a first paid one, and this is from Big Fish Audio. Now, this is still on sale. The sale was supposed to finish hours ago, but I have just purchased this year Cantus Gregorian Chants. This is a male Gregorian monk choir that has been sampled, and my thing as a chorister all my life, I've had over 45 years singing in choirs. Yes, I am that old, and I wanted choral samples that were different, that sounded realistic and were different. Okay, this one I thought sounds amazing, similar to what is in, for anyone that knows, Enigma, that type of music. Sounds wonderful. Upcoming videos, I will do examples and walkthroughs of all of this stuff. So stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. Big Fish Audio, on their website, they have a whole section of vocals and other choral plugins. So well worth having a look at all of those. And I think their sale is about to end, like literally very, very soon. Okay. Dominus from Fluffy Audio. The Haunted Choir was the free fee. Here is Dominus. And this one is $185.90 down from $416.90. It sounds lovely. Not quite what I was looking for. It sounds very real, but from the examples and everything, it's just two together. And I've sung in, as I said, I've sung in choirs for many, many years, and to try and get that perfect voice is almost, it's too perfect for me. So it's lovely, but like, not what I was looking for. Next one. EastWest, Hollywood Choirs. This you can get part of the Composer Cloud, which is the subscription based for $19.99 per month, and you get a whole heap of other dozens and dozens, I don't know about hundreds, but dozens and dozens of other instruments and orchestras and sort of things. Apparently it is the best one for creating words, and I have seen the demos and it looks amazing, but they've tried to make diphthongs realistic, and as a chorister you want to sing Italian vowels and not have diphthongs. So I question their goal there, but I don't know, maybe they're trying to get more realistic singing, modern singing, rather than the oohs and ahs and Latin that most choristers and classical singers sing. That's been my, well, I was going to say bread and butter, but bread and water. I never got paid singing in choirs. Solo, yes, but not in choirs. But with most choral singing, you want to sing the Italian vowels and in a Latin style to get the best sound across. And I don't think that's what their goal was for this. I think it was to be more contemporary. And for me, it just sounds a little bit too false from what they're doing. I could be wrong. I've never tried it. I don't have it. But just going by what the demonstrations were, not my thing. If you were to buy it, where is it? We go to buy now, $199.60 down from $499. So it's a pretty good price. The alternative is join Composer Cloud for a month and give it a try. That's possibly a better way to see if that works for you. All right. Moving on to Cinesamples, the choir bundle. This is what I do have, and I got it at last year's Black Friday sales. This is two sample libraries put together, down from $729 down to $249. Again, for me, I wanted something different. Voices of War is similar to the male voices from Lord of the Rings, that sort of thing. And the deep booming basses and the beautiful strong tenor voices, and the articulations are amazing. Have a look at the website. Again, I'll put all the links in the description and see what you think about that, because it is very, very different, very modern and amazing sounding. Voxos is a full choir, and it is soloists and ensemble choir from all the voices for males, females, and a children's choir included. And again, I was looking for something a bit different, and I think it also has a boy soprano solo, which I was also looking for. So it depends what your needs are and wants are, but I wanted something that is, specific for my needs, something different, something that sounds as realistic as possible. You're not going to get the realistic sound. You're just not, but you're going to get very, very close. Very close. And unfortunately, or fortunately, you get what you pay for, and they are expensive. To replicate singing is just incredibly, incredibly difficult. And for this choir, I actually have got a video that I did one of my live streams using Voxos. So I'll put that link at the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. The end is coming up. We've only got a few more to look at because the sales are ending soon. The Eric Whitacre Choir by Spitfire audio is look, I think it's nice. It's lovely. It's got beautiful sounds and everything. For me personally, $5.99 down to $4.49 is still a little bit expensive for the oohs and ahs that you get. And I think while it's nice, it's not for me. And I think that's more to the point. It needs to be something that works for you. And it does. It sounds lovely, but you're going to be very limited. You're not going to get any real flexibility, I don't think. Whereas some of the others have got a lot more articulations. Fluffy audio, we looked at Dominus, we looked at the Haunted Choir, which was for free. Now we're looking at Dominos Pro. Again, I haven't looked into this one too much. It does sound very nice, but the price was the stopper for me. $713.90 is the usual price, down to $515.90 on sale. That's a bit expensive. So the reason why I didn't get that one was because usually when you have a choir, you usually have an orchestra or other instruments, and it gets a bit lost. Unless you have absolutely clear articulations and you can hear the words and everything really, really well, it just doesn't really work. I listened to some of the examples, and one of them was, of all things, which I have sung many, many, many times in a choir, is Mozart's Requiem Lacrimosa. And I'm actually doing, that's what I'm going to link at the end of this video, is I'm doing a symphonic rock version of Mozart's Requiem, including the Voxos choir from Cinesamples. And listening to this example, it doesn't sound right. And look, that could be just from the way it's programmed, but there's tricks as a chorister, which I'll go into in future videos because I will do some choir videos. I think it's worth having a look at. There's some tricks you can do as a singer in a choir to make it sound more realistic. So I really want to investigate that. And I talked about this in my video at the end of this video, the link at the end. Have a look at that and you'll see what I mean. All right. The next one that I'm going to look at is another one. I purchased 2 choirs this year. No, I'm not going to get 3 next year. So 1 last year, 2 this year. No more. That's enough for now. Maybe you can you have too many choirs? 8DIO, Silka. I was looking for an emotional orchestral choir. This is big. 63,500 samples. It took the best part of a day to download this. I haven't really tried it yet because I was downloading it for so long. But I will make a video on this one because I think it's worth it. I'll have to learn how to use it properly. But it is, you can actually hear the singers. Like you can hear voices. It doesn't sound like a synthesizer or anything. It sounds real. The patches and the articulations for this are amazing. And again, you don't need the consonants, you don't need words. There's ways of doing that. You don't need those to get across what you want. And for me, I'm looking at doing orchestral type work or symphonic metal songs, that sort of thing. No one really hears a choir. Really. As much as I'd like to think they do, not really. Look, for the price, $148.50 on sale, down from $495. For me, bit of a no-brainer. I'm looking forward to making a video on that one. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I won't be making too many more videos. I'm going on a bit of a early holiday break from the YouTubey life until the new year. So I'm doing lots of preparing, lots of studying, lots of learning all these libraries ready for the new year. So please subscribe and ring the bell so you get notified for upcoming videos next year. The next one I want to have a look at again is from 8DIO. Almost got this one, but this I think has more singers and it just sounded bigger and bolder. And once you get to many more singers, it starts to sound a bit over the top and too much. But, you know, similar pricing, you've got to listen to it and judge for yourself. It's a good price. Their 8DIO have got other choirs as well. And, you know, they've got big choirs. They go for big and also small. They've got studio sopranos there and they've got a children's choir. So you need to work out for yourself what your needs are. But I thought I'd just do a very quick video on choirs. So I look forward to seeing you in more videos. I'm looking forward to really delving into this choir thing. And as a chorister of many, many years, I'm happy to give my, my professional feedback on what these samples can offer and how you can work with them to make them even more realistic. I think that's the key to it, is to really work with these samples really well. So it'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that journey in particular early in the new year. So subscribe, like. On that happy note, until then a bit more, check out this video. It's here. No, it's not. It's over here. Here's a playlist of the other Black Friday stuff. I've been busy shopping. Playlist, that side, just here. And then choir stuff, Voxos. Check it out. It's really cool. Have a look. It was a good video and stuff with things. Bye for now.